Welcome, welcome, welcome to all our friends in South Florida, New York, Atlanta, Chicago, LA. Man, I'm going to tell you. What a busy day.
Busy day. It's been only an hour. How many people? It's like
holy smokes!
It's like the car from the circus. How many people can you fit in the car? How many meetings can you hold in an hour in this studio?
Did you see how I gave people numbers? Okay, you're first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and I get to you.
You and I should really coordinate who we're bringing in, because not only do you and I coordinate meetings, no, Tom brings meetings in.
But there's a whole reason for all of this.
Well, I know. I just
V-Card is in the house.
Right.
But the most exciting news that I got going on right now is our two special guests over there in that corner.
They make me smile.
Slip the camera over there.
These are two very special guests from our past. So I am so glad that they came forward and talk about 10 million smiles today.
Now you make sure those mics are on?
The mics are on. They're just going to have to get closer to talk.
You got to get closer to talk to the microphone?
10 million smiles. We've got JJ and Jackson in the house today. I'm so excited. And we've got Eddie Smiles and, of course, our lovely Jennifer from the V-Card. We've got Diana, a new artist with us.
Diana, ¿cómo te le
with that for Russian. She's Russian.
How do you say Russian, how are you? How do you say how are you? That was French. How do you say how are you in Russian?
Как дела?
What?
Как дела?
Как дела?
Yeah.
Как дела? There you go.
And there's Katrina's from Russia also, right? She's another Russian artist in the gallery. Her paintings are amazing. There's this beautiful painting of the birth of Venus that takes up the entire wall when you walk down the hallway.
That thing blew me away. Let me ask you, you ever painted in the cathedral? What was that? The 6 chapels?
16.
16?
The 6 I'm missing 10. Like the 8 wonders
I'm missing
of the world?
10. Take it easy. You ever painted in like a church or a cathedral or anything like that?
No, I'd love to.
But I'm going to tell you, you have the talent that belongs in like a religious Gothic center.
I thought of painting for a church, but what I found out, I think you need to go through a special school to get there. Like, I don't know.
You come to the school of Freddy. I give you permission. And you go.
Sounds good.
Now, I got a question. If I were to hang a canvas here, and I need you to paint a set for me, a set, you know, like a stage set, could you do it?
Yeah, I can do it. We just have to talk about
what kind of set.
What you need, yeah.
I got an idea.
Uh-oh.
I got an idea.
You know what that means, JJ? JJ's smiling. She knows.
I got an idea. Because yesterday we went to visit
Dr. Doodle's Donuts.
The Doodle Donut King.
Look at my set. I've got Humpty Dumpty, Unicorn, and Ducks. I am like a marketer's dream.
And in this set, it was the Chocolate Factory?
With Willy Wonka meets Willy Wonka meets Harry Potter and makes donuts. All in Atlanta. Have you guys been?
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you got to go. You got to go before you go back, wherever the hell you're going. You got to go because it is like a kid's candy store.
And donuts and muffins and oh my god.
And coffee that's from another planet. And it's from another planet. But what I went is I went to a canvas and then bring in, because you know Dan, and bring in some pieces that accompany the canvas.
Okay.
And I want to do a stage like a Willy Wonka factory. Some kind of La La Land deal.
I don't know. This place is pretty La La Land. If you haven't been to the studio yet.
That's my first time.
What do you think?
I love it.
Jackson was at our old room. We were in the smaller space. Last time Jackson was here with Miss Lula's and your friend. And we grew a little bit.
Well, last time Jackson was here was in the other set, right? And then Jackson was not Athlete of the Year at the time. High School Athlete of the Year, which he is now.
Now he won the Heisman Award, the National Heisman Award for high school athletes. And you know what? You know where he's going to school? Tell him.
Florida State University.
He's going with JJ.
Wow.
There you go.
That's now, I remember when we first talked to you, we were talking about just surviving.
I was saying when we
how to
first
get
met.
through the day and just making the difference between Monday and Friday and all those days in between. Now you're going to Florida State. I mean, how do you feel?
I feel blessed. You know, without the help of everyone around me, including JJ, my teachers, my friends who have supported me, I really wouldn't have been, you know, in this position that I am. So I'm thankful that, you know, God has given the angels, like sent them to me to protect me, get me through it, and show me the way.
But you did the work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you know, it all begins. A car only begins when you start it. And I know that somebody had to build it and all that. I get all that.
What do you always tell me? A violin only plays music?
That's right. But you got to play it.
Right.
And you brought it. And you've been rewarded, and you know your life now. It's about to go into another era that is going to give you choice.
Yes, sir.
Because in life, you can only ask for choice. And you imagine how many people don't have choice? But you're going to, and that young lady sitting next to you is the one that opened the gates to everything and everyone. Now, I want to ask, who's the replacement? Who replaces you two? Because this is unbelievable.
They just told me they're having a hard time.
Hard time. I mean, I can't even see the bar is so
Bar is
high.
so high.
What are you going to do?
The person who really wants it will shine, you know, and will come out. It's not really that hard. You know, I had a dream to be successful, so that's what I went to achieve, which was my dream to be, you know, change other people's, you know, aspect of life, you know, change their trajectory from whatever they're going through, from living in poverty to wanting to shine. And when they shine, they want to pave the way for other people just like me. So I had that dream, and I'm thankful that JJ had recognized my dream. So she has helped me when she noticed my dream. So once I or JJ notice, you know, another kid's dream to be successful, and they want to put the work in, then they'll shine.
Amazing thing. When we met
They'll come on
JJ,
with
I
it.
was telling everyone the story. 2 years ago, when I first met Freddy, he went to church. He went to Unity, and he walks in, Jackson, and he says, "This girl at church, you have to meet her." He said, "She's coming out on a show." I said, "Really?"
Yeah.
He said, "Yes." I gave her my card, and I went, "Right, we will never meet her." The next day, Miss Tracy walks in with JJ from No Place for Hate, and she looks at him, and he looks at her, and he says, "That's the girl." Like, what do you mean that's the girl?
That's the girl I told
He
you
said, "That
about.
is the girl I just told you about. That was in church on Sunday." And from JJ and her vision, we met you, and when we first met you, you told us you were stealing a pair of shoes for prom, and look where you've come. I mean, truly. And he has a clothing company, Jennifer, which you could totally use. Jenner has a V card. It's called UDT, which is what?
Universal Dream Team.
Or Under the Tree, which
So
is
we went from Under the Tree to Universal Dream Team, because under that tree you got to be a seed. And there's a lot of things that happen in the underground, you know, but not a lot of people see that. They only see dirt, you know, and they treat you like dirt. But once you blossom and bloom, you become a beautiful,
Boy, he's
a
changed.
flower, a beautiful,
My goodness
tree,
gracious.
and
This-
strong, and you rising, you know, above everything. And now you chase your dream, you know. Now you were living your dream now. So from Under the Tree to Universal Dream Team,
It's changed.
you know.
You know, the amazing thing is that when you take a sip of success, it changes you. You know, and at least you guys are giving it forward. It is so hard to find people of your age, especially you, because you and I had this conversation, that you gave forward. I remember when you raised money, you gave it forward because you got a full ride. And you gave that money you raised away. Who does that? I mean, honestly, at your age, you know something, it makes me feel like our future is in good hands.
restores your hope in mankind, right?
That's right, a little bit.
Absolutely.
One thing I learned, especially from Jackson, we don't let our story define us. And we don't wait for opportunity to come to us, we look for it. A lot of kids, I always say that hard works beat talent. A lot of kids, they are very talented, but they're not willing to put the work. It's either they wait for opportunity to come to them and they never reach out to it. And when I saw Jackson, he was working, he wanted it so bad to the point that he's the definition of what I call selfless man. He put other people before him, and when I seen him, I was like, I see some of my values in that man. How can I help him become the person that he is? Me, I was fortunate enough to understand my values. Jackson has all the value that he had, but he didn't know how to put it into place to line up with his actions. And when I seen him, I was like, you gotta come with me. And it was amazing to see a stronger man. Like, he's strong, he plays wrestling, he plays football, but he was willing to listen to me.
That's why I can't believe you're not doing sports. He's not doing sports next year. Nothing.
But he doesn't need to do sports next year.
That's not
Sports,
a need.
sports needed him.
Well, what I say, but what you just said is right. It doesn't define.
Do you
who
know,
are.
I'm going to tell you something. If it's meant to be, sports will come back in your life.
Yeah.
But the bottom line here, and I know where you're coming from, you've defined the game. The game has changed. Everything about you has changed. Your aura has changed. How you sit and talk has changed. Sports needs you. So when it calls or it comes a calling, and if you want to play, you play. But you got a bigger game to play now. And I can
It's
see it on you. Okay,
Right.
you know, congratulations on the award. I wish I was there. I was singing your praises when you won that award, and I saw it on Facebook. Anybody that will listen to me, I stop people at different McDonald's and everything else. I said, "Do you see this?"
You know, the two of you have so come into your own from when we met you. You did your spoken word. You have your music. I was trying to find your music today on YouTube, and I couldn't find it. And I didn't have time to ask Freddie to convert it to MP, whatever we convert it to, 3 to play it for the next hour. But your message is so powerful. And to be able to align you with what Eddie's doing, 10 million smiles, I want you to hear what he's doing. And then I want your take on it, because you guys are going to take it to a whole nother level.
Absolutely.
So we've got Eddie back from 10 Million Smiles, and of course Jen, because Jen from V-Card, Jen G from V-Card is more than business in V-Card. You connect, and you're just always so kind in what you do. So you brought Eddie back, and we're going to become a 10 Million Smiles ambassador at the Brooklyn Cafe. Officially, we do it anyway. So we're officially going to become a 10 Million Smiles ambassador. So tell everyone what you're looking to do.
Oh, you know, there's so much out there that needs to be done. I think that there needs to be a group, a place where people can go and become happiness ambassadors. And the funny thing about it is that we really all are happiness ambassadors. We share that smile, we share the joy within our hearts. But if we have a place that people can go to learn to how to grow that and how to make such a difference in the world, that we can start that movement of happiness ambassadors that just grows across the country, that grows across the world, and brings people together to smile, to wave, to be joyful, and to teach others, listen, your path is a path of strength, because we are strong inside, and a lot of us don't feel that anymore. Because the way that society has been teaching us now, it's been bringing us down. And together, being happiness ambassadors, we can lift people up.
Do you
and
remember
show them again that they're like this
when you
right
first
here.
met JJ, you had this vision of her walking, like everyone walking down
Yes.
I-95.
Yes.
Well,
And that's still there.
Eddie walked from Florida to New York, so your vision
It's coming.
is coming.
Eddie,
It's
we're gonna
here.
walk. Eddie, I always wanted to walk with students down I-95 to Miami, from up here down there, and just shut it all down. Just shut it all
Oh,
down.
that would be awesome.
Well, they'll probably get arrested. But besides the
I think
point,
these kids could get it done.
but think about
so.
but think about full circle about what's happened in the last year with all the tragedies and the shootings and everything else that's going on. And I wanted to ask an important question. What is your major?
Oh, I would be majoring in international affairs and communication as well.
But of course you are. And what are you going to major in?
I'm still thinking, but I really like business, so maybe major in accounting and minor in political science.
Okay.
So I'm
Well,
still
we need
seeing what I
attorneys
like
that
to
know
do.
how to add. That'll work.
And the beauty is that not only does he have the football and track and wrestling skills, he's got the intelligence
Yes,
to really go far.
that's right.
So
And
you have
there's
so much, both of you have so much going for you. And that is an amazing thing. I
and it's
love the
amazing
work
because
you're
everywhere
doing.
they go, it's like the V-card lady here. Teach card, everywhere she goes. I'm going to tell you, today, again, it happened. You show up, and there's 200 people in here. Every time she comes, I think you should permanently be standing here. When she comes, everybody comes.
Well, even there was a woman sitting here. I forgot her name again. Starts with an M. I can't. M.
Melanie.
No, that was the one from Park Avenue Barbecue. But they're coming on Monday with food. And she comes in, I said, I'm sorry, did I book an appointment with you? She tells me her name.
here to see
because she said, nope, I came to see Tom. I
Tom
thought,
Money.
"Phew," because
Tom
there
Money.
was someone here booking appointments that I didn't. But it's everything that you guys have done, and teachers, all the way back to
Is
teachers.
she coming?
No, but you talk about what teachers do for our kids and what, Jen, what you did for them. We laugh about it because you're not teaching anymore, but what Ms. Lula has done for all of the kids in Avid, that your growth does not just come from your home life and being who you are. It came from, you had a lot of support at school. Tell us what happened.
but they showed up there
But they showed up.
to get
and-
support in school.
but-
You got to be there
but
to
look
make
at
it
Miss
work.
Lula's, how much she was always there, right?
Yeah,
and what she
Miss
did.
Lula's is the same.
She saw potential in me and both of us when we didn't see it, and I think that plays a huge part. At home, your parents are so busy working, they don't see the potential what you need. But when you go and find that one teacher, you see who your struggle, but know that didn't define who you are. And convinced me that I was stronger, that I had a future, that I can make an impact, and that kind of bring me out to revalue my values and who I am and what I can do for
She
others.
sold you.
Yes, she did. She did.
Now, that lady, there should be some kind of statue made
I
of
know.
her. Is she coming?
No, she's on a field trip, JJ
She's on
said.
A field trip.
Yes.
Well,
Me,
I mean, humble.
I've had
You can
the
move that.
most arguments with Miss Lulu. Teacher who I really argue with, we have bad times with, but not arguments as in, you know, like we're doing something bad. Like she argues with me and tell me like, you're not supposed to be hanging out with these group of friends. You know, your value is worth more. You know, you should be writing this essay. You should, like, those type of arguments. I'm like, Miss Lula, just chill. They're cool. She's like, no, they're not. You know, they're not the ones you need to hang with to be successful. You know, we have those type of talks, those type of arguments. You know, and she's always gonna make sure that, you know, I'm first and that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do to become a successful person, the person I want to be. And she's giving not just me, but all of her students the tools that they need to be a successful person. We just gotta use those tools.
Yes.
Is it hard to walk away from people that you consider friends, because when you're growing up and it's tough to be you, is it hard to walk away from them because someone is telling you, listen, let me give you some sound advice. This is the path you want to take because this other path is going to get you in trouble. And sometimes trouble comes on your shoulder because of what somebody else does, not what you do. I used to tell my son, if you're going to take a ride with a friend, and again, I'm using the word friend, and that's not his car, I don't want you taking the ride. And he said, Dad, why? I said, because you don't know where that car came from. And you are guilty, as guilty for riding in it. And nobody's going to believe your story. Is it hard for you to take in that advice and move on?
It is hard. It is going to be hard because that's your friend, and it's going to be hard to move on, and because they start saying that, you know, you switched up on them or you're not, you know, as real as you were. But once you figure out the bigger picture, that you have your own mission in life, and it's not about are you their friend, but are they your friend?
That's
as well,
right. That's
you know?
right. That's
so
the
do you
deal.
always want me to do what you want to do, or are you gonna support me in what I want to do? So you gotta find people who want to be your friends.
That's right.
So once somebody can realize that, like, I need friends to support me and believe in me, and won't let me do the wrong thing to get me in trouble. Or if they are doing the wrong things, they respect me enough as a friend to not bring that stuff around me, you know, or to always say, you know, Jackson here, guys, so let's just, you know, let's do that later. You know, if you respect me enough as a friend, then those are the ones I gotta keep around me.
And you also do a lot of programs at school to be inclusive. And back to your Smiles program to help people feel included. You have lunch.
Yes.
What is that? The lunch? I know not they have lunch. They have lunch, but they
Mix it up,
include
lunch,
everybody.
fun lunch.
Lunch where everybody finds someone that
You don't let people eat alone.
Yes, you don't let somebody.
A famous program that was started at Boca High.
Yes.
And I guess you guys are doing it now?
Yes.
Yeah, we dined together by Dennis.
Yeah, by Dennis. He's amazing. He came with, we dined together, and then now he's doing it all over the United States, like go travel and introduce it to other kids. And I believe it's very important. A lot of kids, they just sit alone, but you don't know what's going on. But the fact that you have this program where other stranger come and talk to you and ask you, how are you? Literally, it's a simple question, but it means so much because you don't know what's going on in somebody's life. So I am so proud to be a part of We Dine Together in Jackson. I believe you were a part of it too. Just to, like you said, just one life at a time, one smile at a time, and
That's
it
right.
makes the difference.
It does.
Well, it's an amazing, again, accomplishment. Congratulations to the two of you. I'm happy that the light is shining on you, and stay the path. And, you know, and you have people who believe in you. And if you ever challenge or something comes up, man, don't hesitate to use the phone. Just remember, the game is big, but you can be bigger. Not bigger than the game, but you can be bigger. So if a challenge comes up, you use that phone, you call a friend, and you find out you're not going to be alone, and you'll
call
never be
us.
alone. Yeah,
You always have
absolutely.
somebody to call.
24/7, and you call collective. You have to. Makes no difference. I'm serious. I'm serious.
Absolutely.
I used to coach kids that I gave that chance to.
Freddy's phone a friend.
And I'm phoning a friend. I got a lot of kids that sent me tickets to play at Penn State and played at USC, and I used to get tickets sent to me to go see them play. I mean, I couldn't fly all over the country, but I had a lot of kids that used that phone. So sometimes life gets challenging, you know what I'm saying? But don't let it knock you down, because there's always another deal on the table.
College is hard, but I want to talk about college. Do you remember though we went to BB&T
Yes.
with No Place for Hate? Well, our next mission of BB&T is to bring 10 million smiles there.
Yeah. And
Is
we're going
to
to
do
try to
that.
break that record, baby.
But we need you, we need JJ, we need Jackson, we need Jen, we need George Dubeck, all of the community around to really push this forward. Everyone that's touching lives in a positive way to bring that forward and bring all the kids from FSU. You've got a whole group of kids you told me you're working with.
Yes. Yesterday we came to Atlantic and talked to the kids, and it was amazing to see how usually people tell you college is good, but they never really give you the inside information. And having those kids from different, some of them was from FAMU and I was from FSU, we collab. And to show those kids the opportunity and the resources that college can provide, and also the ups and downs of college. And they was very excited to learn more about college, and I was so happy.
So you're actually going to mentor people that are going to graduate and move on into college?
Yes.
And I wish, where the hell were you
That's awesome.
30 years
So
ago when I
good.
went to school? When I went to NYU, nobody helped me. And I was 17 my freshman year. And I walked in and I saw this NYU campus. I said, I want to go home. I mean, I was scared to death.
You know, it's amazing that JJ texted me. She reached out and said, Miss Dawn, can I come on the show with my friends and tell you what we're doing? So that you know that you have a comfortable platform, that we're
Yes.
always here for you and everyone to come forward and say, let me share what we're doing, because it's always about sharing hope. It's scary. I mean, Jackson, I know you know what JJ's gone through at school. We watch you on Facebook. It's not always so easy.
It's not, but it's not.
College is stressful.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, and I don't think they talk about that
They
enough.
They show you come to college, but there is a whole different aspect of college.
Yeah.
All of it, yeah.
There is, and,
Yeah, but college is not meant to be.
and it's a place for you to find yourself.
That's
what I was
right.
telling the
Yeah.
kids as
Yeah.
well.
And you know, they say look to the left, look to the right, because the only one standing is going to be one of those three. And you know, college is not meant, it's meant to be fun, but it's not meant to be stressless,
Yes.
right? It's
Yeah.
supposed to introduce you to life. Life ain't.
Challenges.
Life is full of challenges, I'm going to tell you.
Knocking some out.
You go, girl.
That's the difference. You got to roll with the punches. That's why I tell you when it gets
Yeah.
tough, you know, sometimes you got to dig deep
But
to find it.
I also think that
Here comes the teacher.
a lot of times kids are so cushioned in high school that they almost don't get a chance to fall and to bring themselves back up, because they're so cushioned and they're not as challenged as much as they should be. So when they get to college, it's like a smack in the face, because you don't have everybody around you to say, oh no, it's okay, and we'll do this and we'll do that, and
It's a bold new
right?
world.
So then you get to college and you're like,
Yeah.
why is my guidance counselor not calling my mom? Like, right?
And it's not a repetitive teacher. And
Right.
when you have a professor, next semester you have a different professor. It's not the same teacher you go to from freshman to, and they get to know you as a person. Well, you failed this test. It's okay because I know you can do this. Now she was a teacher at the high school that I went to. I have never met this lady.
Oh, you
And she
worked
was
as a teacher at the high
she
school?
was at the teacher in New York City at DeWitt Clinton High School.
DeWitt Clinton.
At DeWitt Clinton. I mean, Jesus Christ. Talk about craziness. She taught there as a teacher, social studies, right?
Yes, yeah.
Which I used to love social studies. She was never my teacher because I'm a little older than her. But the funny thing is, think about all of this. You got schools going on. You got a teacher in here. You got a history of that
10
stuff.
million smiles. I told you today was a good show.
Unbelievable.
I told you
Happy
today
to
was
be here.
a powerful show. And what I respect so much about the two of you is Jen talks about everyone has it, so not everyone, people have it easy and the cushy life. And, you know, they're just given cell phones and they're given cars and they're given these guidance counselors that make it all work out. You guys worked really hard to be where you are. You came from different situations, and everyone has a situation. But I sit here with the two of you and know you worked and you fight, and you said you're fighting back.
Every day, every day.
That's right.
And one thing that I said that make Jackson and I maybe a bit different from everybody else, we already understand the struggle. So when we're in college, and I hope that you understand that, when those obstacle comes around, we already faced those things before. It's just another knockdown, and you are ready because we've been through so much. When it happens, yes, as human, it's gonna hurt, but we are so strong to the point that you say, you know what, that's just another day and I'm going forward. And that's why I am so excited to bring my organization to different schools to show kids, don't let what's going on today affect how you handle situation. Understand your values while you're in high school, because college will kind of test that. They're gonna test your values. We're gonna have, especially at FSU, you have three campuses, TCC, FSU, and FAMU. It's party everywhere, and that's time you're gonna have to revalue. What's my value? What's my purpose? What's my why? And once you realize that, and you can bring that change that you want to see. If you see somebody who has potential, but all they do is party, and you can have a conversation with them, change, like make a smile, bring them to lunch, and have that conversation. I feel like we are living in a society where the young generation are afraid to have deep conversation. And that's one thing I'm trying to break that barrier. It's okay to have a serious conversation with that new generation to say, you know what, this is happening in my community. I'm not gonna stand there. I'm going to the Capitol. I'm going to adjust that. My voice is as powerful as the others. So let's make that change. Let's say what we mean to say. And once they see us, they want to hear of us. And that was one of the main reasons why I chose FSU, because I was so close to the Capitol. If I don't like anything, She's going
to Tallahassee, baby. But you know, they're moving the Capitol from Tallahassee.
I heard.
They're going to make it closer.
Which is good.
It's coming to you now.
But how do you do it? How do you take adversity and get knocked down? And I'm going to ask Eddie, everyone the same thing, because you two have some things. You take adversity, people try to knock you down, and you come back smiling and biting. How can you continue to do this? And you both have been through it over and over. And here you sit with another smile on your face.
That's where the resilience comes from. And I think I was built for resilience. I was built to be as strong, because I know what they're saying and I know what they see doesn't define me. And once you have your set goals, you set up your goals, you know who you are, nothing will stop you. And I told Jackson, and I wrote it down yesterday. I had one word on a piece of paper for Jackson: focus. Because he has all the tools, all the support. But as long as he knows how to focus, don't let what's happening outside or what's happening inside define who he is or distract him from where he's going. The sky will not stop you from reaching out for the moon.
Jackson, how are you going to do it? Fraternities, all this pressure, it's tough.
Pray.
That's good.
A whole lot of praying. I believe I would not have been the man that I am without God. I pray a whole lot. You know, even when I'm going through adversities, you know, like JJ said, you got to be resilient. Before I am resilient, I pray that God gives me the strength that I need to bounce back. You know, and every single time, He never let me down. And I'm thankful for everything that He's done for me. So, but without God, I wouldn't be at this radio show.
Look how far they've come, Freddy, right? In 2 years?
It's amazing. It's night and day.
It's amazing.
You know, I want to
ask Eddie the same thing, because you're telling 10 million smiles. It is a platform we're taking on the Brooklyn Cafe. So any ideas? Jen's going to help us. George, Eddie, you guys, we can't do it without the support of your generation. We talk all the time, millennials. I don't even know if you're a millennial. I think you're younger than millennial. But we need you to push this forward.
I got an idea. I want to do the BB&T Center. I want to call BB&T. I want to do the whole smile thing and see if we can raise some awareness. But this time, I want a platform going in, because we've done it a few times and it stops. And when the party's over, everybody goes home. I don't want that.
We gotta keep it going.
No, I don't want the party to end. You know, you got to keep the momentum. What good is building an army, taking over a place, and then just abandoning it? It makes no sense to me.
No, you got to keep the momentum going.
And I know we had the V-Card lady here because I wanted to also talk about different venues about how to use your product as a business tool, because you guys are going to be learning business and communication. And what she does allows you to do both. Even for the artists, I wanted to ask your input, because we are at the beautiful
Heart of Del Rey Gallery.
Heart of Del Rey Gallery. I always call it the Art of Del Rey.
Heart.
The heart.
H.
And even the artists can use your tool, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know that some of the struggles to being an artist is that you're constantly looking for people to buy your art and your expressions and the talent. A lot of work goes into different pieces, and that's why the prices are all different and everything else. But I wanted you to elaborate a little bit on what you do. Again, talk about what you do. You also sent it to me in Spanish.
That's right. Do you know, I almost asked you, you said Spanish, do you speak Spanish? Hello, that's how many people we had in here. I had to ask if you spoke Spanish.
Well, you put together a Spanish deal. Jody doesn't know it yet, but we have to let her know.
We have a new show starting on Tuesdays.
And it's all Spanish, because we're going to hit the Spanish market.
Nice.
And there's a gentleman in here that was in here as well that knows T-Money over there. And we're gonna get some puppets made, finger puppets, of our image for the Gangs of New York.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What image are we doing?
Well,
All of us?
you gotta design your own image.
Everyone's designing their own
Yeah, you
puppet?
should get like something with rollers and stuff.
Pretty cool.
With the hard hat and rollers.
I'm gonna have the mustache and the hat and the wig.
How cool is
That's my
this?
puppet.
You like her Humpty Dumpty?
That is pretty cool.
And then you see, because these are the things that people remember. It is the funniest thing in life. The wackiest thing is what they remember. Is what Coach Nick talks about. You know, if you put it out there, everything changes. So
you
your
know the
product.
Humpty Dumpty.
Don't they always say people don't often remember what you say, but they remember how you made them feel?
Yes.
So yeah, I think that's powerful, right? So
It
if
is.
they walk away feeling that they were heard and it was a very positive experience, they'll remember that. And conversely, if it was just an awful experience, they'll remember that as well.
Yes, it will.
But
Yeah.
even for you guys in school, there's the V card, it's a virtual business card. Everything is so technology oriented. You can even get the free V card. And when you're in business and you want to tell people about your clothing line or your organization and how you get the information out, Jen has this card, it's called the virtual card, and you could send it out. You just share your contact and everything, whether it's your organization, your clothing line, whatever you're doing, your Heisman populates on there, which is amazing. They don't even have to
Any
print
updates.
anything up.
Yep.
Yeah,
And you
it's a
don't.
beautiful tool.
Yeah, and you don't give out. I mean, you can give out business cards because it's a traditional thing to do, but you don't need to do that anymore. If they do the 80800 and they whatever code you have,
And Freddy, this is AMP2 TV,
You
so
get-
you can text Freddy at 80800 AMP number 2 TV.
and you get to. It's like everything else, and we have podcasts now, right? And you ask Siri, put down the Brooklyn Cafe TV podcast, and it pops up on your
Is
phone.
that so funny? That's a whole show. When we say, tell Siri, we have 2 podcasts now. Maybe we'll make you guys our 3rd one. Tell Siri, play the Brooklyn Cafe TV podcast, and people try
It
to
does
remember
it.
what you just said, and they do. Hey, Siri. I said, no, leave out the hey. Okay, Siri. And it's a whole thing, right?
It works.
That happened yesterday?
At the radio station, yeah, it happened at the meeting, and at the radio station, everybody was sitting around. They were like, "Isn't this like the coolest thing?" But it is cool because it
Very
sort
cool
of
thing.
moves your product in hand quickly, you know. And it's the same thing we do with the V card.
Well, the other thing I was going to say, because your goal is to get to as many people as possible, everybody has their phone, right?
Yes.
So if we could set something up for you where you can get all these people who follow you, and anytime you're going to speak or you're going to do the Don't Dine Alone or No Place for Hate, they get an alert and they know and they can sign up to come see you. And then you can go reach out to all these people. And then for people who didn't get a chance to go to the event, you could Facebook Live it, YouTube Live it, whatever you want, so they can be included even if they couldn't come to the event. And the communication possibilities are tremendous.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I love this idea. I love it.
Yeah, it's an amazing tool.
It is, it is.
Yeah.
And with the technology, you are able to go live and having this for invitation. And it's easier access. Like you said, everybody has a phone.
And then the other thing is, like Jackson, I would have loved to have seen that Facebook thing, but I didn't know you. But if we could get, all your stuff on one platform, I could see you through the virtual card on your Facebook page, on your YouTube channel, wherever you are, without having to search every different platform you're on.
It's on your business
It's
card.
all on there. And you can put as many pictures, videos, whatever message you want to get out. And so we have this guy, right, who has a virtual card. I'm going to get him on the show.
Oh, I got a guy.
I got a guy.
I got
His
it.
name is Beat Bob. And Bob plays
Oh, yeah, I've heard
volleyball.
of him. That's cool.
And he's a one-man volleyball team. And he will play against anybody. And he played against the defensive line of the Minnesota Vikings. All of them. And won. And he does it to raise money. And when he goes to schools to do it, he does it to raise money against hate, against depression, against suicide. And his card, you could see him beating all these. But also on his card, he has testimonials of people saying, thank you so much. You came at a day where I didn't know if I was going to make it through. And you touched my heart and you made it okay for me. And that, to me, that platform is tremendous. That's what I love.
It's funny. You remember in New York when there was the Kings of the court?
Yeah.
It was a softball team. Remember those? There was, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. And they would challenge anybody and win.
Right.
I mean, this guy threw like 100 miles an hour underhand. And if you could hit the ball, if you could see the ball, you were lucky. But they didn't have infielders. They had one infielder and a first baseman and an outfielder and a catcher. And they beat everybody.
Yeah.
And they did it for charity, which is unbelievable. And their uniforms were like precious. It was really, they used to sign away the shirts and everything. it just reminds me that it sticks in my head. I saw them play one time in Central Park. I must have been 14, and I saw them play once. I've never forgotten that.
Do you know the amazing thing I love about our show, and I'm listening to everyone, all these happiness stories. If you go right now, when you turn on what's going on in the Middle East, all the hate. If we can give people 2 hours of kindness and smiles and hope, right, the hate's going to stay. But if we can give them the other side, and it is up to your generation, because they say our generation has messed it up a lot. It is up to your generation really to we try, but it's you guys as a generation to change it. And what you're doing in schools. What's the name of your organization?
I have so many different, but
Of
the
course
one
she does.
the one that came down here was HCC Haitian Cultural Club, where we trying to, especially for the Haitian community, we trying to bring as many Haitian to understand their roots, their culture, and also get them to go to college, show them that there is hope, that no matter what they came from or where they came from, they can create that future that they want to see from themselves.
Leslie might be out of a job, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's funny because the Haitian community has come a long way in the last 10 years. It's changed, it's evolved. I wish that my Latino brothers, which again, don't write to me and screaming, I wish that they would do more in the community as well. It always seems like the Latinos, they get there and then they stop. Something stops them from taking it over the top. Listen, you know, the comedian, what's his name? The Mexican comedian, Lopez, George Lopez.
George Lopez.
Love him. I wish he would have ran for president. I would have voted for him. Not because of anything else, but because sometimes a change of venue makes sense. And I think that what you're creating right now, giving people the opportunity to hope, I mean, you've got an example sitting right next to you, which must really make you proud. More of that is needed. You know, you're the uncommon common, because hate is easy. It's easy to hate.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to rob somebody. That's the easy part, because there's no thought into that. But try to walk into a place and smile and see what happens. Good things happen. Get somebody having a bad day. We've done this.
Well, how do you get a group of people to spread kindness? You can get a group of people to hate, right? You can get a group of people to cross the borders. I'm not picking sides, but I am, and fight. But try and get a group of people together to spread 10 million smiles. Why is that so much harder than it is to throw swords?
Because loving people and being good to one another is a whole lot more challenging than taking advantage of people.
Well, we got a big challenge, my friend.
It doesn't make any sense. But you're not gonna end hate, and I'm not stupid enough to think that that's gonna happen. What I'm asking is, make the world a little bigger of love. Okay? Give smiles a chance. You know, when you look at the Beatles here, right? There was a gentleman that was killed behind you, and he had songs about give love a chance and everything else. I was in the Dakotas across the street when he got shot.
Do you guys know why he has no shoes on?
Do you know the story of that picture? No. Anybody know the story? You know the picture story? He has no shoes on because they did a 6-month promotion with Paul McCartney was killed. And they couldn't find him anywhere. And they buried him somewhere, and they sold more records. And the suits that you see are the way they would bury him, carrying the coffin. And what they did was they brought it back in this album that he was alive. And this was their #1 selling album of all time. He was never killed. But he wanted the world to see what the world would be without the Beatles. And then they ended up breaking up, which is kind of ridiculous. But that's why he has no shoes.
Wow.
In that whole video.
It's an amazing story.
It's true.
You know, and the thing with people and smiles is that a lot of times people don't understand how powerful their smile is.
That's right.
How powerful they are. And it's easier when you see what's happening in the world and you look at the news and things like that. It's easy to see hate. But you got to sift through all that and all the things that you believe that you're going through and you think that are happening to you, and find that space that, you know what, none of this is happening to me, it's happening for me.
Oh, she sounds like Rabbi Jenny.
Rabbi
Jenny.
Well, how do we do that? We have a group of people. How are we going to take your 10 million smiles, your happiness ambassador? How do we spread this? What is your vision to do this?
One of the things is that people want to be seen, as you said. They want to be heard. And they want to be understood. They want to know that they can make a difference. Whatever order it is. Because with different people, it's different ways. And here's the other part of it is that there's not one formula. Everybody says,
That's
I have
right.
a formula that will fix everybody.
That's
no,
no such thing.
everybody's different.
Yes.
We all have different personalities. We're all different people. We grew up in different houses. Even within the same household, we grew up differently. Because you take brothers and sisters, and how many of them do you see that all are alike?
That's
the only
true.
ones that twins.
100% correct.
Yeah. So what we have to do is we have to understand each individual and bring to them that moment of happiness, that thing that will shift them from, oh my God, I hate that, to, oh wow, this is such a gift. Like you said, I have been through a couple of challenges.
Yeah.
And you know, I am very lucky that with the challenges that I've had, I've been shown a way to open the gifts within those packages.
And you move it forward, which is
And move
amazing.
forward with it,
Amazing.
yes.
You could be, you know what? Life sucks because I got these challenges. I don't, you know what? I'm gonna be all to
Yeah.
myself. You did the complete opposite. Who do you know walks from Florida to New York? And who does that?
And with health challenges.
Nobody, I'm crazy.
Hey, well, health challenge. But you're crazy good. Now, when you're an artist, I mean, I can't even draw stick figures, but you're a painter, yes? Is it easier for you to paint something in hate, or is it easier for you to paint something in love?
Something I love because I feel
Yeah.
like
If you s-
meditating and it just takes me away and yeah. It's much
When you
better.
see Diana's pieces,
She found her heart.
Well,
how
you-
long did it take you to paint the birth of Venus?
About 2 months, like
Now-
every day.
And how come your arm didn't fall off? How do you paint? How do you paint that canvas? It's tremendous.
It's tremendous.
My arm hurts just
Is
doing
that, is that big? Is this big? The canvas? It's big. It's a
Wow.
big piece.
It's 48 by 60. How I just I went to Paris last summer and I saw the original
Yeah.
and I loved it. I loved the painting, but I never thought I was gonna paint it. When I came back, I'm like, well, you know, you learn from masters. So when I came back, I'm like, okay, what's next painting? So that's how I.
Now, were
just came
you?
into
Did
my-
they put you in a harness to paint that, or was the cam? I'm being serious. The thing is tremendous.
I know it
Well,
is.
how do you get your hand?
It's actually well, you put it you
On the
move it
floor?
around. You have I have
Oh, you
this
move it
nice
around.
easel.
She didn't paint it on the ceiling.
Well, I didn't know how she got it over here. The
Because
thing
She
is
wasn't laying on her
tremendous.
back painting.
It
No,
hangs
it's
up there,
tremendous.
so you think it's that
Yeah.
low, but it could be.
I mean, you got to get here, and then you got to get here.
But
and
her
you
work
gotta
is
get
also
here.
different. You've got the birth of Venus. You've got the pictures you have of Mary and Jesus. You have the picture of the woman from the back. You have you in the pool.
yeah.
Everything. You don't have one theme.
Well, what is your
I'm
thing?
still trying to find what
Ah,
I'm
okay.
painting because I'm not even 2 years how I started painting.
Now that's the most amazing part of this whole
Is that
story.
true?
Yeah.
2 years. And when you see this thing and say 2 years,
Oh my gosh.
really?
Yeah.
Now, were you an artist before 2 years?
No, I guess I had something, you know, when you're kids, you like to draw something, that's what it was. But then eventually, after many years, I decided to try. I tried something with acrylic and I put it away. I didn't like it. It was like maybe after 2 years, I tried it with oil and I got like really. I went on YouTube. I tried.
Stay on the mic.
Watched all this, you know, YouTube videos. They help a little bit here and there, so that's how I learned myself.
Any YouTube video?
She learned how to be an artist on
It's
YouTube
amazing,
video.
yeah. YouTube, you
And
don't
I'm
learn
still
anything.
learning. You know, there's so much to learn.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. If you're still learning, I'll never draw because I can see you two all day long and I won't know how to draw.
I could watch it all day long. My stick figures are even bad.
And the funny thing is that you do pieces fast. You know, normally people take years, like to write a book. We met a lady, it took her 9 years to
I
write
think
this
I'm
book.
just like I don't have patience for it, so I want to see the end result, and I'm never ever kind of satisfied with the painting because I can even still go back to that painting, the one you're saying is beautiful.
Right.
I see things I could change and
Well, an
improve
artist
it.
is never satisfied. Now, what did you do before you painted? You were in Moscow? How long have you been here?
I left Moscow in 1992.
Oh, you're
here a little while.
You've
Long
been here
time.
for a long time.
My whole family in art, like ballet teachers, ballet dancers.
So you were a dancer?
No, I never did. No.
I like
raised my
people
daughter.
who wave and they try and push the door. We need something that says slide,
I
or
know.
if there's I'm going to walk.
We're
through
gonna
the
put it
door.
on stencil it. So what did you do before you were?
Done some modeling here and there. I lived in Canada. I lived here.
Were you in a pageant of some sorts?
Oh yeah, I did that. That was in Toronto. You mean?
Yeah,
saw
you
it
were a
on the
pageant.
Facebook.
Yeah.
did-
You were in a pageant.
I did a little bit of bikini,
And you won.
a little bit of bodybuilding.
And you won.
No, I actually didn't. I wish. No, there were so many beautiful women.
She didn't win. I thought that you
She
said
was
the
in
ribbon
it.
and she won. But you were in a, was it a bathing suit, a bikini model?
It was
or?
a figure, body figure. So they had different levels of bodybuilders. There's like a swimsuit first, I think, level. It was like.
So you're doing like a lot of stuff. You got like a lot of jobs. Like a lot of jobs.
Look, everyone's here. Everyone gets to smile. The art makes you smile, and you're here at the gallery. Everyone here has a smile. The artists that are watching our show, it's because we're here, and it's the smiling and it's the vision. Who has a radio TV show in an art gallery? I don't think anybody has.
I thought you were.
Yeah,
I thought you were
think this is the
mentally.
first.
I thought you
That's
were
amazing.
mentally
That's a great
irregular when you
spot,
did
yeah.
this.
I know you
Really
did. When I
nice.
called you and said you have to see this place, you went, why?
Unbelievable.
And when you see it, you understand it. But it's the whole creative arts of what it is. Can you
Yeah.
imagine JJ being on YouTube or Jackson and people watching you guys and saying, I want to be like them?
Yeah.
And that's what I don't know why that's coming to me, but to have them, and like Alexa does in her visual and her speakers panel, why not you? And have the V cards so people can watch you speak or log on to your social media and hear your stories, because you know what? You two are the face of hope for your generation. It is not us. It is not the kids that have everything handed to them and their iPhones and their this, and so they didn't get their new shoes. That is not the hope. It is what you guys have been through and where you continue to go and build. That is an inspiration to all our generation as well. I am so happy that you're here because you just inspire everybody. And I think that's where we need to go with them.
Well, it's funny because we're always looking for different platforms. We're actually working on a comic strip platform and everything else. There's somebody that I talked to in California who does immigration law. Immigration right now is a big problem in this country, and yada, yada, yada. And I'm not taking sides here, but I wanted her to do a segment. So maybe what we'll do is we'll talk to the kids when they're up in FSU, and they'll do a segment.
Well, I haven't told Gio this yet, but University of Florida reached out to me. They want to start doing a show at their Hillel. But it's not a show about Judaism. It's a show about empowerment, food, choices, happiness, smiles. And they reached out to start that in the fall. So, Gio, since you're a whole lot closer to Gainesville than we are, I think I'm going to send you over to help them set up that podcast.
Good luck with that.
But you
That's
could do
awesome.
that as well from FSU.
Yeah.
I didn't even see you there.
She just walked in.
You're so quiet.
Now I'm not even asked who brought her in because it's either you or Tom, because I don't think I spoke to her in a while.
Did you bring her? Tell me you didn't know her.
No,
I
it
didn't
must
bring
be
her.
you. She's just here to say hi.
She
Oh, okay.
Nice.
And this is what this one does. This is what happens on TV. This, welcome because.
It's because tax
You're
season
good.
is over and here she sits.
How's the tax
I got a
season
guy
going?
and a woman.
That's right.
Are you done?
No, I'm never done.
Never done.
Do you remember when I thought we had booked a show named Holly? And I thought Freddy booked Holly, and he thought, who's Holly? And then we looked at you, and who's Holly? It was not Holly. It was Holy. It was a holiday in my phone. But it spelled the same way that you spell your name. And in my mind, I knew I had booked you. And Freddie says, can I bring someone? I said, no, Holly's coming. He said, what do you mean Holly's coming? It wasn't. It was a holiday that was coming up. But you've been on our mind.
You're a little scary.
You
I know the
attracted her
puppet
in.
The puppet is going to have
That's
somebody
why I
in your
hang with my
brain.
girl from New York over here, New Jersey.
Don't drag her into this. This is all you. But yeah, and again, so tax season is now over, yes. Even though I have an issue with my taxes, I don't know where they are. But we'll have to figure that out. So it's a
But now
problem.
Holly's here to help you for next year.
That's right. And
Eddie,
more-
how can
more
we
stuff.
find you and your 10 Million Smiles? If people want to become a 10 Million Smiles ambassador,
Well, you can go to the Smile and Wave Project.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Edward Smile Rodriguez.
it makes it so much easier because you know how many Edward Rodriguez's there are on
Oh,
Facebook?
that is-
What is
well,
your
there's
age?
only 11 pages of Rodriguez's, and
It's so much easier to
that was
find
years ago.
Smile.
Oh, my short code. Oh, yeah, that's
What's
a
your
good
short,
idea.
What's your short code?
It's 80800, and then the text is Smile,
Perfect.
and you can find me there.
And download the V card.
Now, that's
Download the V card.
ingenious.
You have all my information, and I would love to hear
It
from
gets
you.
better and
That
better.
would be amazing.
I have to say, you guys have to stay tuned to our 1 o'clock show because it just got better and better. How can we find the V card, Jen?
Oh, great. So you can go to your text function. You're going to create a new text, and the number is 80800, and the message is JENNG, and send.
Jen G.
Now you
Correct.
also sent me your card in Spanish.
I did.
So you are able to do English and Spanish.
We have a couple of languages, so when you send the card, you can send the translation in Spanish, German, French, Portuguese, and Simple Chinese.
Now, can you have English and Spanish, or do you have to buy one and then buy the other?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to buy anything. You can just send it twice.
You can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Translate
The reason is because we're about to launch the Hispanic Network. More on that in a couple of days.
All right,
but
stay
that's gonna
tuned
be
in 2 and 2. JJ and Jackson are staying on the set, and look who just walked in the door.
Uh-oh, look who's in the house.
Miss Tracy Grossman, No Place for Hate from the Anti-Defamation League, and the show just grows. Thank you, everyone. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Be right back.
Love you all.
If you have investments and are tired of watching your money disappear when the market goes down, then feel you're not making enough when it goes back up, do something and fix all that. Take an investment class at Online Trading Academy. They teach the smart way to trade stocks, options, futures, forex, even Bitcoin. You're taught in a classroom by pro traders who are certified, currently trade, and profitable. They show you what they do every day, how to pick the right investments, how money is made in up, down, and sideways markets, how to time the market, and how to limit the risk on all trades using a patented rules-based strategy taught only at Online Trading Academy. Call now for a pair of tickets to a free half-day class in Broward or Palm Beach to see if it's right for you. You'll also get a copy of the Wall Street Insiders Kit packed with valuable trading ideas. Free. Call now. Online Trading Academy. 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510.
The Army National Guard is committed to keeping the country safe and our communities secure. Composed of hundreds of thousands of citizen soldiers from all walks of life, the Guard is always ready to respond to local or national emergencies. We protect the homeland. We're always there when called upon, and in every state and territory, we stand guard for our communities. To learn more, log on to NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Florida Army National Guard. Aired by the Florida Association of Broadcasters and this station.
What if I told you that getting multiple servings of vegetables each day could be really easy? Amanda Williams here from Invite Health to tell you about a new product called SmartServe. The USDA recommends 3 cups of vegetables per day, but if you're on the go, getting your vegetables can be a lot harder than you think. Each serving of Invite's SmartServe Vegetable Blend supplies 1 complete USDA serving of green leafy vegetables. That's right, 1 serving and you're done. SmartServe provides the same vitamins and nutrients as 14 organic kale leaves, 4 organic spinach leaves, and 1 organic broccoli floret. These SmartServe capsules are from South Carolina. They're organic, non-GMO, and free of gluten and starch. Take advantage of this risk-free special from Invite Health. Buy 1 bottle of SmartServe at retail and get the second bottle free with free shipping. Contact Invite at 800-463-7575. 800-463-7575. That's 800-463-7575. Invite Health, the luxury brand of vitamins.
Talk health. Talk wealth. Talk politics. Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM. WNN.
Cruise Planners and American Express Travel
Cruise Planners and American Express Travel Representative has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing. Liano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true. Cruise Planners.
Science has confirmed that real health comes from raw, organic, and wild foods. Essentials is a complete program of 5 products to help your body function as nature intended. Premium ancient superfood algae offers energy and stamina. Food-based digestive enzymes help prevent occasional heartburn and may reduce stress from processed foods and heavy metals. Our proprietary probiotics help support immune health, regulate bowels, and eliminate toxins. Improve your mood, mental clarity, focus, faster rejuvenation, and better sleep. Order now at eatessentialsnow.com. Essentials, life-enhancing ingredients in the palm of your hand. eatessentialsnow.com. Science.
This is Alyssa, the Paint Girl. Car accidents happen. Get the most affordable, convenient, superior vehicle repair with concierge service. The Paint Girl provides pickup and delivery with no additional cost. Our body shops have over 30 years combined experience. The Paint Girl handles all makes, models, lease return repairs, and insurance claims. Your smart choice for vehicle repair? The Paint Girl. Call 954-691-7024. That's 954-691-7024.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Well, it's 1 o'clock, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought, take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe, and get ready to enjoy the humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of feel-good and happy soup to help your day go easier and enjoy your break with others around you. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. The feel-good food you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. If you have a story to share, anything that happened at work, play, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you today, call in toll-free 888-565-1470 right now. So sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe and let Dawn and Freddy S. get your happy juices flowing.
Welcome to part 2 of today's fabulous show.
Wow.
Thank you, Joe.
What a day.
That is really cool.
You like that?
You picked that?
I did.
And yes, the winner of yesterday's song that was played on the air.
Did someone win?
Yes, somebody won. They figured it out that it was Duff Lindsay from
WNN, Beasley
WNN.
Media. Duff, that song was incredible that we played yesterday. Duff's many talents. Have you met Duff?
No.
You might have when you were at the studio, when you were meeting with Leslie. But Duff, that song was incredible.
It was.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, Hour 2. I need to take a deep breath because Hour 1 was so unbelievable. We continue it on Hour 2.
But it gets better.
It gets better. You can find us on Facebook, Periscope, and our new YouTube channel at the Brooklyn Cafe TV, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. And give us a call. You do not want to miss this conversation, 888-565-1470. Wow, I need to
Wait, you didn't finish. You see, you
What's our new phone number?
No.
No?
You cut it short. What about the podcast?
On the podcast, we have 2 podcasts up. You can say, Siri, play the Brooklyn Cafe TV podcast, and up pops our 2 New York show podcasts.
That's right.
It is the funniest segment to try to teach. I tried to teach my dad how to do it after Mother's Day. It was hilarious.
Because they changed the words.
He changes the words.
One lady told me, That's too long. I said, are you serious?
Well, when you told me, I thought you were kidding. And
No.
you said, say it as I typed it. So I
Gia
did.
sent it to me. He said, say this, and I didn't. I went,
And it pops up. And then people say, hey, Siri, if you don't need the hey. I said, you don't need the hey. And it is the funniest spot just to get people to say it the right way. But yes, we are now on podcast. Hopefully this show, one of our shows from today, will go on podcast.
yes, and they're hour long, so this will probably be number 3 and number 4. But it was hilarious when I put that second one together. I was laughing for an hour. It's Gangs of New York, which will be here, by the way, on Thursday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Someone's phone is against the mic. I don't know. But what a show. Our first hour, we had Eddie Smiles, 10 Million Smiles, a Smile Ambassador. And if you want to help move kindness and smiles forward, get in touch with Eddie. It is unbelievable what he's doing, right? He walked from Florida to New York, 764 days on $200.
That's right.
And when he came back, because
And
we are
came back
now
with change.
going to be official Smile Ambassadors at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We're going to change our banner, Gio, and we're going to be Smile Ambassadors. We do it every day, so we may as well have a title, right? If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, you may as well
Again
call
with
it
the
one.
ducks.
Again with the duck story.
Do you
I
know
don't
that guy who left for $200 and came back with $204? How did he do that? He made money by walking all the way to New York.
264 days. So he comes back today on our first hour with Gen G. I don't know how many meetings we had circulating between 11 and 12
They're
o'clock.
still going on out there.
They're in and out. And then we've got JJ and Jackson. And then,
Before we get into
just
that,
to be special, who walks in?
yes.
Tracy Grossman.
But before we get into that, I
Yes.
want to talk 2 seconds about essentials.
Okay.
Because I know what's going to happen. We're not going to get to it. And Susan's in the house. And essentials, again, how do we order this?
EatEssentialsNow.com. And in the promo code, put in BCTV fan and you get 10% off.
Now, check it out. Order this stuff. Watch your energy soar.
I just ordered mine again this weekend.
Did you? And Sarah told she's with Zane, but he just left today. So Sarah, your package is coming. Order it, take it for a week. Watch what happens.
Because
not gonna
Freddy
say nothing.
has
Watch
had
what
such
happens.
incredible results. He's not carrying anything. He's just had amazing results. Your weight, your sugar, your energy, your mental clarity and focus. All I can say, it is way better than it was. We have a few more. I don't know who's calling you. A lot of people. Oh, I can do that. That's Tuesday night show. That's tonight's show. Yeah. A lot of people calling you, but you have much more mental focus and clarity from
What are you
whatever's
saying,
in the
that I'm mental?
essentials. No, you've got
Are
much
you
more
saying
focus.
I'm mental?
No,
Yes,
never.
you are. I can
never.
tell. You're saying I'm mental, yes.
You're a
But don't
little
worry
wacky,
about it,
but
because
no.
come Thursday, you're going to get yours.
Yeah, apparently.
Because the gang of New York will be in town.
That's what you're bringing for me.
That's right. That's a surprise.
So Susan is with us. If you have questions on essentials, give us a call, 888-565-1478.
Because she's in the studio.
But check it out. We have our own Brooklyn Cafe TV webpage for people to order the essentials.
That's right. And we will be introducing on Friday, or maybe Thursday. No, you know what? Thursday. We're going to introduce the telephone line that we have installing here.
I'm going to need another piece of paper stuck to that light.
That's right. There'll be a phone call, so that during the social media hour, you can call. We can put you on the air.
Ready to start the show?
Ready to start the show.
We got Humpty Dumpty
Here we go.
going. Holly walks in, and today it's been a day. People will sit here, and I don't know who brings whom. So Holly walks in, and I said, Freddie, did you book her? He says, no. Did you? No. Tom, did you? No. And Holly says, I just came to say hi. So when you come to say hi on our set, you sit. We've been talking about Holly because Holly is going to get everyone ready for next year's tax season. You made it through this year.
It's already May, so you're late.
We got to get you closer to the mic.
Come
I'm late
close.
too. It's terrible.
But people are late in getting ready for the changes and things that are coming about. Now, I got good news. My accountant said that the new tax law actually favors AMP Square TV.
Oh, that's excellent news.
I said, really? He says, yeah. I says, you gotta be kidding me. He says, no, Freddie, this is a fantastic move for you. You're gonna be very happy.
Nice.
Well, I ain't happy now.
We'll be happy in 2018,
I
I
hope
guess.
so. But I got to get more organized, and everything's about organization, and which runs into what the kids are all about because they organize their life. They take it one step at a time, and there's a young lady in here who will be as humble as pie because all of them are. But had a
The
big,
story
big
going
thing to
forward
do
is
with
we
that.
would have never, I can't say never because things work in mysterious ways in our world. I don't know how quickly we would have met JJ if Tracy hadn't brought her forward that day when we were up at the other studio up in West Palm Beach. And that was the craziest story that I don't even know how that
I thought we
even
met
came-
JJ in Atlantic High School when we did the
Tracy
show.
brought her first. Right after you
No,
met her at Unity.
I remember JJ coming, but Jackson we met at
Jackson, we
Atlantic.
met at Atlantic, and Tracy brought JJ up to BZT when we first started working with the Anti-Defamation League and No Place for Hate. And here we all sit 2 years later, right? And look
Full circle.
Look at these kids, right? Do you just beam as a facilitator for ADL?
Yes, I do. In fact, this morning I was just at Eagles Landing Middle School in Boca Raton with their 7th graders doing a No Place for Hate workshop. And it's just so much fun to watch over the 3 hours that we go in and do the workshop with the students, the transformation. So we asked them at the beginning to say hello and their favorite food or whatever it was, and they were not engaged and they weren't really interested. And by the end, when it was over, they didn't want to leave. And just to watch the growth in that short amount of time is tremendous. And the epitome of excellence sitting next to me. I really shouldn't be doing the talking when I have JJ and Jackson.
No, it's okay. You can do. I'm gonna tell you, you can do the talking because it's important that people come to the understand. You had a big role in this. I mean, you may say no, it's okay, and the teach what Miss Lulez also says, oh no, it's not me. They do the work. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Without a role, the card ain't going to travel. You guys created the role for them to do what they needed to do, which is fantastic.
Tell us about the No Place for Hate program through the Anti-Defamation League, because you guys have been so busy. Don't think I don't try to get them on the show.
I know. I scream the hell all the time. Why aren't they on the show?
I try. I've even tried to Michael Freeling, and if Michael Freeling can't make it happen, then I'm telling you, you guys are swamp busy.
The Anti-Defamation League, or the ADL, is a 105-year-old human rights organization. We have 26 regional offices throughout the United States and 1 office in Israel. And we do a lot of things. We're a multifaceted organization. But one of the things that I'm most involved with, and the way that I know these 2 amazing people next to me, is through the No Place for Hate program. And what that is we go into schools and we do a workshop, interactive workshop with a small number of students, usually around 30, and we ask them to understand their own identity and who they are, and how who they are informs their decisions and the way that they view and approach the world. And that they can understand that each person comes to any given situation with their own series of understandings and their own cultural identity and their own background. Then they can appreciate how in a given situation there might be misunderstanding. And once they understand why the misunderstanding starts, then we give them the tools to become allies and create peace and move forward beyond the misunderstanding into something of growth and learning and opportunity. So if somebody is picking on you or somebody is bullying you, rather than being angry with them, to try to understand where they're coming from, to understand where you're coming from, and how you could ideally work together to create a better community. We're in schools to create a better school situation. And sometimes it's not about showing the bully they're wrong. Oftentimes it's about finding the allies to stand up for you, to empower kids to know what they can do or say in a given situation to create a better outcome for their peers.
And you're in the school systems.
So we go into the schools, we'll go anywhere in the state of Florida, and our other regional offices will cover all the other states, but we do cover the entire state of Florida. We come in for a training, usually they're 3 hours, sometimes they're 6 hours, and then the school is charged with doing a number of activities with our help and guidance over the course of the year. And if they complete all those activities, so initially we'll reach about 30 kids, but we're asking those kids to teach their friends what they've learned, and then the school will engage in ongoing activities throughout the year. And once those activities are finished, we will come in and give them a banner and celebrate them.
How many schools are you guys located in now?
So actually, thank you for asking, Freddy. We have a lot of help from the Miami-Dade and Broward school boards for fundraising to get us into schools. So we're in a lot more schools in Miami-Dade and Broward than we are in Palm Beach County. In Palm Beach County, we're expected to raise the money on our own. So if there's anybody out there who likes what we're doing and wants to help support us getting into more schools, that's what I've been spending a lot of my time on this year, is approaching foundations and looking at grants so that we
that's what I think the biggest problem I have with the No Place for Hate program is it's not big enough.
Yes.
And when we met you 2 years ago was what we said, it needs to get bigger. So we went to BB&T Center. We got a little big, and it was an amazing night. Jackson, I don't even think we knew you yet. JJ was with us. And to have all of these kids wear No Place for Hate shirts and the schools come forward and spread this message, but it's still not big enough.
Yeah.
It's still not big enough. If hate is still bigger than kindness, then you know what? We're not big enough. So we need to raise the money and get it out there. We got to keep going.
Well, what I don't understand is why West Palm Beach has lagged. right? I mean, you can't say it, but Freddy can.
Don't
I mean,
write to him, but he can say it
I'm
anyway.
going to tell you something. It's just unacceptable. Why is it that we're lagging behind? Are you kidding me?
And you know, it's not a lot of money to bring this into the schools. People think it's not. So contact ADL.org, correct? Or Florida?
It's ADLFlorida.org or it's ADL.org/Florida. Either one should get you there. We're also on Facebook. If you type ADL into Google, we're pretty easy to find.
And I'm telling you, this program, we would not be sitting here with these two incredible kids. And Tracy, she's just not a facilitator. You were just at the national conference.
Yes.
And what is your new title?
So it's actually the conclusion of my title.
Already?
This was my third year of a 3-year term chairing the ADL's National Leadership Summit in Washington, D.C. So it was an unbelievable experience. That's why I'm a little sick today, because I stayed out late and woke up early.
You have a title with the ADL.
Yes, I'm the regional board chair for the state of Florida, and I'm the national co-chair of the leadership committee.
That's pretty big.
Yes.
Yes. She
I have
says
a
yes.
question. Is it just for high school students, or is it for elementary
Oh, that's
schools?
an incredible question. Thank you. No, our programming goes pre-K through college. We do have workplace of hate programs also. We tend to focus on 4th or 5th grade through 12th grade, but we do have programs we can adapt for kids younger than that. Because kids understand bias by the age of 3. They see difference, and in our society, that difference is given meaning, and that meaning then begins to create misconceptions and understandings that we want to make sure we're in on the ground floor to debunk, because we want everybody to, as I did in the program today, we talk about the diversity iceberg. So you can only see 13% of an iceberg above the water level. So that is when I look at Jackson, right? I can only see 13% of who Jackson is, and I can make decisions based on what I think about him, based on his looks, but I am overlooking the 87% of Jackson that is powerful and strong and motivated and incredible and smart and driven, that is inside, that I cannot see just by looking at him.
Now, do you have to belong to ADL at a school? Do they take a certain number, or is it open-ended? Is it 100 kids if it's 100 kids, or is it 10 kids if it's 10 kids?
So any school can have an ADL No Place for Hate club. If they have an advisor, a staff liaison, somebody who's willing to host the club, any school can have the club, and we'll help them with whatever they need to make that happen.
Okay.
Also through the Samaritans 365, the Kindness Matters movement, we also go in and speak to those clubs. So if it's easier to sort of piggyback off an existing club, that works too. The No Place for Hate program, that's a little bit more formalized. You would need to visit the ADL website, ADL.org/Florida or Florida.adl.org, and fill out a school would have to fill out a needs assessment. Then we would call them, and we tailor our agendas individually to the needs of what's happening in that school.
And if you don't want to go through all that, there's been quite a few times that we've had schools approach us. You've had other shows, people in the studio, and said, my child's school needs this, and I picked up a phone, and I called you, I called Amanda, I called Shelley, we called somebody, and we got that Kaisha forward. So if you don't want to go through all of that, just contact us, and we will get you in contact with.
We know some people.
We know a few people to get you in contact, because it's a movement, it's an initiative that is not big enough anywhere, certainly not big enough in our county. And before we go to commercial break, it's like these kids. If we have to get these kids and their generation more empowered with kindness and moving forward and helping it smiles, because if it's not them, we can't mess it up anymore.
Well, the bottom line here is there is no excuses. You know, West Palm Beach, get on the ball. Make a call. Get some more schools involved. Let's do something together. I mean, we don't have a problem doing that either. I just don't like it when people say, you know, I'm going to make the call, and then 15 minutes later they forget all about it. So you got to sort of do this repeatedly. But the end product is sitting right in front of you.
And
you
when we
don't
come back from
understand
commercial, we're going to chit-chat with JJ
That's right.
and Jackson and Holly. Tracy, thank you so much. I know
I know
Freddie
goodbye.
dragged you in, but I thank you for 20
it's such
minutes.
an honor and a pleasure to be here. I love you, Dawn and Freddie. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that I have to leave early today, but I do have to teach again this afternoon.
Stay tuned. 888-565-1470. Check out No Place for Hate, and we will be right back.
Right back.
Want to make your smartphone brilliant?
Want to make your smartphone
Brilliant?
app creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow. Look at your eye. What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste.
Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
Hydration, absorption,
feel silkier,
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow.
Crazy. Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
With vCard Global, all your contacts are in the palm of your hand. Never leave home without your business cards or brochures again. vCard is the ultimate marketing tool. No more printing cards or brochures. vCard fits in the palm of your hand and is always with you. vCard is a powerful networking tool that virtually promotes sharing and builds referrals for your business. vCard Global, the virtual business card. Hold your business in the palm of your hand. Contact Jennifer at jenng.vcardinfo.com, the world's most intelligent business card. I got a guy, jenng.vcardinfo.com.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Don and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 888-565-1470. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now, back to Don and Freddy S.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live. We'll see you next time. And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. 95.3 FM, 1470 AM live streaming on Facebook, Periscope, and our own YouTube channel, the Brooklyn Cafe TV. And yes, we are now on podcast. So say, Siri, you can forget the word, say, Siri, play the Brooklyn Cafe TV podcast, and there we pop up. We're everywhere. You know, people touch it now to try and watch it. The podcast you can't watch. You can just listen to it. And it's hilarious. Sometimes I listen to it at the gym. I crack myself up.
You? When I put it in, I'm cracking myself up.
It's really funny, right?
People think I'm nuts.
Well, we are.
I'm nuts.
We get to spread love and kindness every step of the way. And officially, we're going to do it this way. And Eddie, I'm giving our copy of our book over to Jackson and JJ.
So you got to bring two more.
So we need a few more so they each have a book. This was 10 Million Smiles from Florida to New York, and we are now Smile Ambassadors officially at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We're going to have a new banner, and just declare it what it is, we'll have a Smile Ambassador banner.
I'm gonna throw a curveball at you.
Oh, great.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Holly, I know is ready.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
What are you saying? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I know Holly's ready.
She's ready.
Holly, let me tell you. Are you ready for the hurricane season that's coming?
Yes, it does come.
It does. It's coming.
And the bottom.
Yes, I know. The funny thing is the hurricane season is at hand, and we are holding seminars to teach people how to get ready for the hurricane season.
Very cool.
So we're going to be giving out these tickets because they want to know how many people are going to go from the cafe. And there's an emergency pack that they put together, and they have
Emergency
all
ready pack.
these things that go in there, even straws to drink water if there's no water, and what have you. And it looks something like that.
Look at this, guys.
So,
Right?
what's going to happen is that this pack, it's a beautiful pack. It has everything to survive for like 64 days.
look.
And you can put that in your car to become a policeman.
Do you know what else? It's
You'll get arrested.
magnetized. It keeps sticking to the table back there.
She tried this and it fell, so I had to pick it up, and every cop chased her.
Load it in your car. No, don't do it.
But my question is this: do you know when the meeting is?
Yes, Saturday. Wednesday.
Time and where?
Wednesday. I'll look it up.
Saturday,
I believe it's at
Wednesday.
Fairfield Inn
What about
Wednesday.
Friday? Throw Friday in there too.
But for more information, check out BeBetterPrepared.info. You can get all the products you need for your emergency ready pack. And don't think it's a waste of money, because hopefully we get through hurricane season or an emergency or a flood or a fire and you do not need it. You can go camping outside with your kids and have it all.
What
They're
do you
going
do
to
with
pick
the
a
cards?
card.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
we're going to have JJ or Jackson pick a card.
So when the gangs in New York are
Pick a
here,
card.
we're going to be playing cards. These cards have hints, tips to save your life.
All right, here's our readiness tip of the day. All right, you can each read one. All right, go ahead.
Okay, I have top 3 survivor injuries. Playing for the
Get closer to the mic.
Playing for the big 3, and we will let out alive. Top 3 injuries in a survival situation are burns, puncture wounds, and laceration. And it says burns from campfire to toxic chemical. You need to have a lot of burn cream. And puncture wounds, you need gunshot and other. You will need their shear puncture wound, which means you need to have compressed bandages and chest seals. And for laceration, you're gonna bleed out, so you should have a 20
You're gonna bleed out. I'm leaving. Like I keep saying, I'm leaving.
You need a first aid
I'm
kit, and
going.
this has one, so you won't bleed out.
That's 52.
At 52. All right, Jackson, what's yours say?
Find Polaris. Find your way home. Polaris, or the North Star, is really easy to find in a clear night sky. Look for the Little Dipper, which looks like a scoop or ladle. Follow the handle of the Little Dipper. The star at the end of the handle is Polaris. Since Polaris is aligned with the axis and rotation of the Earth, it does not move in the night sky. All these stars rotate around it, so it's great for nighttime direction finding.
Now, did you know that? Yeah, I knew that.
You did?
Yes. When I was young, I used to study astronomy. And the Little Dipper was the way my brother taught me how to find your way home. And if you look at the handle of the Dipper,
The ladle?
the ladle, you always go north. And they use this, there's an instrument on a boat, and you line it up with the North Star, and it tells you whatever direction you're
But
going.
you know what I find so serendipitous? Yes, that word again, that Jackson and JJ picked that card, because they, I really think, are the light for their generation.
And they're in the right
And they
direction.
are the North Star, and you guys are heading in the right direction. And I think anyone that follows the two of you going forward will know exactly where their path is going.
That's right.
And that is, someone else picked a card the other day, and she was an author, and she writes children's book, and it's called Rainbow Crystal. And one of the characters in her book is named Noah, and her very good friend is named Noah. And she pulls the card about NOAA, the organization for emergency for Noah. And you picked the North Star, and I think these cards are like tarot cards, but they're not. They're
seem to
readiness
be.
cards, but they seem to be, because people seem to choose the right cards for them.
And this segment is brought to you by
Ready Pack.
Ready Pack.
BeBetterPrepared.info. I don't know what you're going to say, but yes,
Ready
buy
Pack.
Ready Pack.
How do you get Ready Pack?
BeBetterPrepared.info. All the information is there that you want to order your packs. Everything's there. It comes in a backpack, emergency survival tips, also coin currency, because they're talking about bartering with coins, and make sure you have enough money.
It's funny because, you know, that first aid thing that you read, JJ, there was an incident where a girl was at a campfire, and they threw gasoline up in the
What a
air.
terrible. That was
They
JoJo was
tried-
there, right?
Yep, and they tried to light a fire, and it fell on her, and it burned 90% of her body, and she was flown out of. I mean, you never know. You got to be prepared for the worst and disaster,
And hope for the best, right?
The Ready Pack is there.
I'm very excited. We have JJ at 7:30 Tuesday night. Thank you, Bill. 10:30 a.m. Saturday morning, and 7:30 p.m. Tuesday night is when the.
Say that again.
I confuse me.
Yeah.
10:30 a.m. Saturday morning,
Uh-huh.
7:30 p.m. Tuesday night
Uh-huh.
in Jupiter.
In Jupiter.
Yep, 1002 Jupiter Park Lane, Suite 1 in Jupiter, Florida.
So get yourself ready and get it going. We're going to be playing cards.
And you know, Liz, who was here yesterday with Crunchy, her husband works with Ready Network.
Isn't that the wildest thing?
And they live up in Jupiter. She said
That
right
is
around the
wild.
corner from their warehouse.
That's just craziness.
You never know.
And you can get, do you know Bill's 80800 number?
I do not.
Bill, text in your 80800. There are some companies that want to talk to you, so we can send them your V card.
Your short code.
Your short code, please. All
And
right.
here we sit with JJ and Jackson moving forward. ADL, no place for hate. Everything that you guys represent. And if you've been following our show for 2 years and you watch the growth of,
It's almost 3 years now.
of these kids, right, from both of you. I remember JJ walked in and she said, I have a vision. Remember she saw BZT? She saw the studio and she had a vision?
She is.
Yeah, I remember.
What are you up to now at FSU?
Well, I've been very involved, but one thing about college, and I tried to tell Jackson too, there are so many different organizations. I came to FSU. I was in high school where we were like 10 different organizational clubs, but going to FSU, I had option between 400 to 500 organizations and I needed to get involved, and that's where it comes to find what I want to do and who I want to relate and how I want to do it. It was kind of hard, but like I always say, it's as long as you set your values, you know who you are, and you know where you're going, it will be easy for you. So right now, I am involved with BFSU, which is Black FSU, Black Excellence FSU, because I really want to understand my roots and to embrace that. And also, I am a part of the Haitian Cultural Club. I was born and raised in Haiti, and a lot of things that's happening that I did not understand about my culture, and that's something that I feel like becomes a part of me where I need to learn more and show people where they come from and how to embrace their roots. And I'm involved with the CARE program, which is the program that actually gave me the scholarship to get a full ride to FSU. And everything that I can give back to them, I'm very happy to be a part. So right now I'm a part of the council for the CARE program, Leadership Council. So I'm very happy to put myself out there to get involved in different organizations. And this semester, I dare myself to do a pageant. And I did a pageant for the Haitian Cultural Club and actually won. So it was amazing to see how I can put myself out there and get out of my comfort zone to be in that learning zone. And by doing the pageant, I finally felt uncomfortable, but I needed to be uncomfortable to learn more things about my community and my culture. So I think you can, it's good to be comfortable, but I think college is an experience for you to try what makes you uncomfortable in order to learn who you are and where you want to go.
And JJ has come so far. And she got a full ride to Harvard, I must say, and she turned it down. We all went, why did you do that? But she wanted to be close to our state capitol so she can march in Tallahassee. And, you know, everyone's reasons are different. But this, I can't say child, this young woman just truly keeps surpassing and comes forward and says, I have stories to share with you on your show. And here we are.
Well, you know, Harvard will be there if you finish. You want to go up there, then after that, I'm pretty
FSU
sure we're
is
gonna
very
take
lucky to have you.
That's
And now Jackson?
I am going to Florida State University as well, and I'm just very thankful and blessed, and I can't wait to see. I mean, it's kind of fearful, but sometimes it's good to be fearful because that pushes you to your limit. Like, if I wasn't fearful of wrestling, I would have never practiced every day. You know, I would have never worked out so hard. If I was fearful of failing in my schoolwork, I would have never went to tutoring, you know. So being fearful helps you not want to fail, you know. So I know because I'm fearful that I don't want to let my family down, or the ones who look up to me, like kids that look up to me. I don't want to let them down. Know that, you know, me looking up to JJ, that she will always guide me in the right direction to become a positive, impactful person. So I'm just ready for it, you know, embracing everything and
JJ's
hoping
the
that
North
I can.
Star. She's Polaris, Freddy.
Polaris.
And one thing I would like to mention, we are living in a generation where we are too prideful to look up to each other. We think that we need to have an adult to guide us throughout the way. And it was amazing to see how willing Jackson was to listen to me, for me to be a shoulder for him, and for me to be like to feel comfortable enough to be able to talk to Jackson. And I feel like if we all in the same generation are able to have those conversations with each other, understand that yes, adults are good to talk to, but sometimes we can't take action. Our voice is very powerful, but sometimes we think to doubt ourselves, to think that I'm too little. We play that age game. But I feel like our voice is as powerful as anybody if we use the tools and the knowledge and our values and put that in consideration. We have the power to change the world, and I believe that we will. But we just need to come to that breakdown that we are able and we can do it, and let's do it together.
She's running for politics, right?
I know, but Jackson, let me ask you this. You are not only nominated for the Heisman High School Trophy, you won.
I won.
You won it.
Were you shocked when that announcement came?
Yes, I was really shocked because all of my fellow peers, which were finalists with me, were all amazing students, were top of their class, were Stanford accepted students, and they were just fabulous.
Like when they announced your name, did it like stun you?
It stung me, yes, because I've never really
not in a million years.
always won, always like was the winner growing up, it was always second or last, so knowing that I was first made me really, have a better understanding of myself and my worth and my value.
How did that process even come to be? Did they find you or did you apply?
I applied.
And they came and did a whole segment, I remember, at Atlantic High, right?
Yes.
A couple days they came and filmed. They filmed you doing wrestling. And it's funny because Freddie says he plays football, and I said, but he wrestles. And we had this whole conversation about what you were nominated for. You do both.
I do both.
You do both, and then you won. They had a whole weekend. You went with your cousin?
Yes, my cousin, my grandma, my teacher, Mrs. Lula's our teacher.
Yes. And Nikki Lula's, again, she is one of those earth angels, and if anyone ever has the opportunity to meet her, or you're a student or a teacher at Atlanta High School, this teacher goes above and beyond anything. I know all teachers are incredible, but this one in particular, she gives 26 hours a day to you guys.
She does.
Right?
She does. She does.
She does. She's an accomplished soul. Now,
everyone's writing in.
Yeah.
I know, Bill. So get ready. Get ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
80800 on your text. Start a new text. 80800. In the message, YTMS, your time management system. Actually, that's what your hat used to say.
I can't find
YTMS. All of that information will populate. You will get Bill's information, and the seminars are on Tuesday evenings at 7:30, Saturday mornings at 10:30 a.m., and the meetings are held in Jupiter, right near, I don't know if it's at the warehouse, but that is where the Ready Network warehouse is.
Start with the 80800.
And he'll get you all the information.
Also, Kelly Trout Chamberlain, you got a big fan, Holly? Right? Big fan? They start watching the show.
See what happens when you come to visit us, you go on the show.
And I have my boys from New York. I got the Mirror Man. I got Coach Nick.
We're going to be in finger puppets now, guys. I think that is just hilarious because Humpty Dumpty. Do you know the story behind Humpty Dumpty? You know, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. All the king's horses and men couldn't put Humpty together again, but apparently they do. And they put Humpty together on the outside, right? We can put all ourselves together on the outside. We get dressed, we do our hair, we put our makeup, and we walk outside. But how do we put Humpty together back on the inside? And that is a lot of the growth that I think you guys have done. And you say that all the time. When you would walk through the hallways in Atlantic High School, everyone looks like everything is perfect and fabulous. And you say what? Everyone has a story.
Everybody has a story.
Because you never know what's going on inside of Humpty Dumpty. You never know what's going on inside of everyone. So kindness
inside of Humpty Dumpty? You just put your finger inside Humpty Dumpty. What's the matter?
Don't go there. We're not having that kind of show today.
Not that kind of show. No, I didn't mean it like that.
Really, everyone has a story, and it's up to us to try to be inclusive and do what we do.
I must say how impressed I am for you two, and you deserve all the kudos and honors that you are getting and will get in the future. You're amazing. Two amazing young people.
Thank you.
And you should be very proud of yourselves.
All right, ready? Take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with No Place for Hate, kindness, smiles, and just giving it back. 888-565-1470. Short code 80800 AMP2 TV. And we'll be right back.
Are you ready? Does your family have an emergency preparedness plan? BeBetterPrepared.info is an affordable way to prepare yourself and your family for the worst. Stock up with emergency gear and the knowledge you need to be ready in case of an emergency. From first aid, safe water supplies, to shelter, BeBetterPrepared.info is a convenient way to quickly stock up on survival and camping gear at an affordable pre-packaged price. Order Elite Ready Pack to get started. No matter what the situation, go to BeBetterPrepared.info and you will be prepared if disaster strikes or for your camping needs.
I am Crunchy because knowledge is power. Crunchy is a revolutionary line of safe and high-performing toxin-free cosmetics that are redefining beauty. You no longer have to sacrifice your health for your beauty or your beauty for your health. Be conscious about what are in your cosmetics and how they affect your body. Contact me at 703-509-2592 or explore at crunchywithanI.com/Liz Sant, LIZSANDT. Again, it's 703-509-2592.
What is Debersize? With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debersize. Debersize comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debersize can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening to higher level boot camp and weight training. Debersize will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Don and Freddy S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. That's 888-565-1470. Let's reopen the cafe doors. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. And don't forget to like this video.
And subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we go live. We'll see you next time.
And we're back. And we're here.
Missed the bell. And we're back to the Brooklyn Cafe TV. You can now find us on podcast. Say, Siri, play the Brooklyn Cafe TV podcast. And there you have it.
And boom, it pops up.
And boom, it pops up. A lot of stuff going on today, right? I know. We got Holly on the set. She's visiting. Tax season is over for now.
Over, but there's all these people that filed extensions, so there you have that.
And that would be me.
Yes. Well, and I have a question. Can you do with Alexa with the podcast as well?
Can I do what?
Can I ask Alexa to play the
Yes.
podcast?
You know something that's interesting? Well, you have Alexa, you don't have Siri?
I have Alexa.
Is that for
Alexa's
Google?
in the house. Siri's on your phone. I bet you can.
We are on a Google podcast piece, but you can't. I don't know. We got to try. You have Alexa on your phone?
Not well.
Alexa's
I suppose
in the
I have
house.
it on my phone, but I use it at home, so I'll have to try it at home and see, and I'll let you know.
And any questions with Essentials, you can give us a call, 888-565-1470. Susan is on the set with us. Talking, you're in your green earrings. You're like very essentially ready.
You're like essentially ready.
It's a green world.
And we have a new show starting next Tuesday with Monica.
Yes.
And she told me the name
A
in Spanish.
Mexican
I'm not going to try to
Monica.
say it.
What is
It's Talk to me, call me with Monica Marcella. So you can translate that
Talk
into
to me,
Spanish.
call me. Llámame.
Something like, it's a whole
Llámame.
lot longer than that. So you'll have
Habla
to talk
conmigo,
to
llámame.
something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let
Tuesday,
you do the
7
Spanish
o'clock.
because you laugh at me.
Tuesday, 7 o'clock. And the object of that game that we're going to attempt to do is we are going to hit the Hispanic market.
The show's going to be in Spanish.
Yes. And-
Commercials in Spanish,
Yes,
everything in Spanish.
everything. She did them all today. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the Hispanic market motivated to jump on top of this stuff. We're going to have Essentials is going to be there, which is called something else in Mexico because we are going to do the two shows, Mexico and the United States, at the same time using the vMix.
Amazing thing because Mexico, you have a distribution center right where Monica is from, which
And
is
it's a different
another-
name.
Aguas Calientes.
In Aguas Calientes.
In Mexico.
That's a body.
Someone's dragging the chains through the gallery.
Aguas Calientes. So you're gonna have Monica and her sister, who has a radio show in Mexico, in Aguas Calientes. They're gonna be talking to one another, selling product and getting the word out about a stronger Hispanic
How
nation.
funny how that whole show came to be also, right? I brought
I'm
Monica
still
on,
shocked.
and then you came on because Barbara was V-mixing in, and next thing you know, you tell us about your distribution center in Mexico, and Monica's sitting here, and her sister has a radio show, and that happens to be
And it's the same town.
It's the same town.
Absolutely. She said to me, I said, we're opening, where are you from? I said, she said, Mexico. So I said, oh, my company just opened the first country in Mexico, in Aguas Calientes. And she said, how did you know? And I said, how did I know what?
Right.
She
Her
said,
sister.
I'm from Aguas Calientes.
Yeah.
It could have been any city in Mexico. I believe in fate.
And her
Yeah,
sister
well,
has a
her
show
sister has a show.
at the
That's
same
another thing. It's
time
amazing.
that she's going on the air here.
And the amazing thing, Freddie, is you bring now shows in from Atlanta.
Yes.
Now you're going to Mexico.
I'm going to Mexico. We have a show called Good Intentions on Friday, 6 to 7, which everybody keeps calling that show. They're calling me.
NN?
And I'm, no, they're
They're
calling
calling you?
NN, yeah. So I have to send it out to them so people will watch it, which is really good stuff.
And Karen, I have to say, can we say goodbye?
We did
Not
that
yet.
Friday.
Okay, we'll say goodbye to
We got a
Karen on
prize.
Friday. We got
Something-
time,
surprise for
Karen.
Karen.
Uh-oh. Karen, if he's got a surprise for you, I tell you, hold on to your seat now.
Hold on
because
to your seat, Karen.
You never know what
Because
Freddie's
we's
got
coming.
going on.
We's a coming.
And what are like your top tips? You have any top tips to tell kids starting college? Graduation's coming. Jackson, you're graduating when?
Saturday.
And
Now, hold on. Where do they hold graduation in Florida? Like in New York, it was a theater.
The what?
Is it
South
South County?
Florida
South Florida
Fairground.
Okay, I mean, you know where it is, right? You're gonna show up.
graduation's Saturday. Then what's in store?
Then what happens?
Actually, before tomorrow, I'm going to New York.
For what?
I'm going to speak at this program called Beat the Streets, and they're giving me scholarship money for school.
You're going to New York where?
Tomorrow.
Where?
New York City.
Yeah, I know New York City. Where?
I'm not sure where.
Why, you
where.
wanna go?
Probably
Which borough?
like Town Square. And the
There's a
program-
town square in New York City?
Times Square.
Oh, Times Square.
Times Square. And
Really?
I'm not sure like where, because
Well, you gotta tell me where, because I'm gonna send my gang out there to meet
He's
you.
getting a
up there.
scholarship from Beat the Streets.
I know, and
That's amazing.
and you're gonna be talking in front of some people.
I'll be speaking.
Wow. You
Let's
went.
talk about humble pie. This kid
I know.
says nothing.
He doesn't say nothing.
He wins the Heisman. He's getting a scholarship. He's speaking, and he's, oh yeah, and by the way, I'm going to New York tomorrow.
You need to have a button, a shirt with a button on it, right? So when they press the button, you tell people what's going on.
What, when is the award ceremony? Tomorrow or Thursday?
No, it's Thursday.
What time?
I'm not sure.
In the afternoon?
He doesn't know.
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
I need him to call us. Can we try the phone on
Yeah.
Thursday with him or tomorrow?
Yeah, okay.
All right.
885-654-37.
Thursday we're not on radio though.
Yeah, okay. We gotta hook that
Now
up
we got
then.
to call. We're going to set up our new phone system so you
Okay.
can call us or VMix in so we can hear all about it and what's going in.
Oh,
What's
that'd be
going on.
kind of cool. That'd be very cool.
I don't ask for things just because I ask.
Hey,
Well, I
Reed,
kinda do, but
can I throw a phone line at you as well as everything else you do?
But we would love to know what's going on when you're there. You'll call us. You'll come in on the computer and show us what's happening.
Okay.
What are you going to talk about?
I think it's about wrestling and how it's resilient in the community that I grew up in, and how it became a Heisman winner. You know?
How did sports help you really get out of, I'm going to say the streets, because your story, I'm not just jumping to conclusions, everybody.
When you're wrestling, you have to, it's either you get beat up or you beat somebody up, you know. So living in the streets is a lot of frustration and struggles, and sometimes people deal with their struggles differently. And with me, I learned how to be respectful playing sports. Like when I played football, like I never had, I'm not going to say I didn't have a father figure, but my father, he was present, but he wasn't
Present.
make me who I am, you know. He was doing other things. So on the football field, if I didn't say yes sir to the coach, I would run laps. So I learned how to be disciplined and respectful playing sports, you know. And I learned how to be strong and lift myself up when I fall down, you know, wrestling. So that's how I became resilient in the face of adversity.
Now, do you? Let me fill you in on something. Have you ever wrestled?
You don't want to know my wrestling story.
But did you wrestled?
No, I was the mascot for
Oh,
wrestling
of course you
team.
were.
I told you didn't want to know.
You're like some other people I know
I
that
went on
I
the
used to
bus
keep
with the
score.
wrestling team.
So
Was
you
she
know,
holding the sign?
yeah.
Kind of.
So you know what a wrestler on a high school wrestling team goes through.
Yes.
And how hard it is to do that. You wrestle, Reed?
Not since middle
No.
school.
But you wrestled.
Yes.
All my cousins wrestled, and I saw them at practice one day, and the laps, and I said, you know what? It ain't for me.
It ain't me.
It ain't for me. It is the hardest, and then you gotta make weight. So let's say that you go
boy.
and you work out all week, right? And then they have challenges, right? Because you can only take one person per weight. So let's say there's people that want to wrestle at his weight. He's got to take the challenge, and the winner goes on to wrestle that week. So you could do all that work and starve yourself and lose the weight and still not wrestle.
But the amazing thing is you talk about it all the time when you coach your kids in sports. It's the discipline.
That is amazing.
And truly, and I'm going to pull a Freddy. Don't write to me. I'm not jumping to conclusions. Jackson truly came from the streets of Delray. His UDT, his Under the Tree, now his
Universal Dream Team.
clothing line. And you talk about resilience, both of you, from where you came to where you are and where you're going to keep going. That is why when you picked, Bill, I'm telling you, these cards are like tarot cards. They just pinpoint everyone who picks the cards. When
Going
you pick
off.
the North Star,
Heading
that
off.
is who you both represent to me, that you are the light that everyone can follow in your generation.
Hey, Dawn.
Yeah, Freddie.
How do you keep score in a wrestling match?
I didn't
There's
say I
nothing-
kept, I didn't
so-
say I kept
so what were
score.
you?
I don't know.
What
I
were
was
you?
just
You was
there.
hanging out with that wrestling team. Because
pretty girl You don't with the really wanna sign. know.
People are asking me, what does she keep score of? You don't keep score in a wrestling. It's not like a baseball game.
I can't say it on air what I did.
Oh boy.
You don't know what you did?
Oh, I know what I did. I'm just not going to say it on air.
You have a little chit
I
chat
don't want
off
to get
there.
anyone else in trouble. But
And
truly,
look, all
you
the,
guys.
the gang in New York seems to know what you did. We're gonna have a little chit chat about that.
The North Star for everyone to follow you. So I want to make sure people can find you and the kids can find you that are going to college. So what is the best way? You don't have a V card yet, but you're getting one. Jen G from V Card is giving you each a free. I feel like I'm on Ellen. I'm giving things away. Jen G is giving you each a free card. Jackson and JJ, the full V card, not just the free one. So all of your information, all your shows, everything can be uploaded where you're speaking. They can contact you. But in the meantime, Facebook, how can they find you?
My Facebook is JJ Gina, JEANNOT. So it's my JJ and my last name. It's easy. And my Instagram is JJ_Ginat. So it's the same thing. So you guys can follow me and add me on Facebook. So yeah, I'm friendly.
She's very friendly.
My Facebook is Jackson Destine Jr. and my Instagram is at thatboy.jd.
And are you still with your clothing line?
Yes, ma'am.
What are you doing with that?
My clothing line, it'll work for itself. It's not something to promote. People find it in themselves. It's not like it's not
something
market.
you're selling out. Yeah.
It's
not
a
marketing.
lifestyle. People find it themselves. They have to. It's in them. I don't give up. It's got to be in them.
These kids are amazing. I cannot wait to see what's in store. All right, what's your one top tip for a freshman in college?
I would tell them time management. That's my
Bill
number
Dirth,
one.
YTMS, your time management system. There you go. And how about you, Jackson, for kids graduating, coming into high school, coming into their own? What would you tell them?
I'm actually leaving a high school formula, how to be successful in high school. It's like 6 tips. I can't really remember all of them off the top of my head, but it's make good connections with your teacher, time management, make sure that your backpack is organized, like a filing cabinet. Keep your backpack organized. Keep a small group of positive friends, people who are like you, people you see yourself in, and just have fun. Stay focused.
Focus is the key word.
Yeah.
Wow, seems to be focused, time management, and keep your backpack prepared. See, you didn't know the Ready Pack was going to come in handy.
Oh, I knew it was going to come in handy. I saw this thing and we ran to it. Best
Time
thing in the world.
management is something you and I need a little bit
Yeah, we
better.
need to
But we're
get
very
better.
lucky the way things work out. Holly, thanks for joining us. Susan, eatessentialsnow.com, BCTV fan, and the promo code, get 10% off. Jackson Destine Jr., JJ, you can find her everywhere. Jano, I say Jano. Have a great day, everyone. Be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000 square foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Do you find yourself asking, why am I doing this again? I feel stuck, or I can't get clarity. An Akashic Record consultation will give you unbiased guidance and insight to move past being stuck and move forward with ease. Akashic Records are your individualized thoughts, words, and actions from the spiritual world. An Akashic Record consultation pulls from the non-physical world of your past, present, and future. Contact Julie for your Akashic Records consultation. 561-945-1108. AskYourBook.com. Be in conscious alignment. That's 561-945-1108.
Well, that's about it for today, and even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 1 p.m. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S. will bring you more goodwill next time. Although today's show was live, you can follow the cafe on Facebook at Brooklyn Cafe. To rewatch every minute of the show, call 866-224-5422 to talk with Dawn and Freddy S. after the closing, or to leave an order for fun for the next show. Have a meaningful day.